Hey, hi, Surbi. So good to see you. How have you been? I'm so happy you've joined. I'm just waiting for my colleague to join me. Okay, let me see. Okay, all right. So Nadia, have you joined or you are okay? So I still have to. All right.
Hi, Nupur.
Hi, hello everyone. I was just waiting for you to join. So let me tell all my viewers that it's Sunday evening, 8 o'clock, and I'm back with all of you. As you know, every Sunday at 8 p.m. we go live with, I'm joined by my friend and fellow coach, Nadia Aslam, who joins me all the way from Saudi. And since she joins me from Saudi, she is always perpetually late by 2, 3 minutes. And my first few minutes go in just looking for her that is she able to join or not. Right? So Nadia,
Absolutely.
just quick hello to all our viewers.
Thank you, Nupur. Yes, absolutely.
Hi, let me say hello to all the people who have joined. Hi Harshita, hi Surbi, and who else is there? Nadia, if you can see
I
who all are there, you can just
um,
say quick hello
think
to everyone. And
hi, Mr. Singh, and I think I'm not able to see the rest. I'm sorry, Nupur.
okay, great. So I'll just welcome all of you. Now, we all know that this is the end of, we are at the fag end of this year, 2021. Yeah, and let's bless ourselves that we sailed through. Yes, rather than getting into uh, what all did not happen, or oh, I aspired to do this, or I aspired to achieve this and that, and it could not happen. So instead of that, just let's bless ourselves that we are lucky we sailed through 21. And we all are supercharged up and looking forward to the coming year, that is 2022. And let's welcome, for 2022 with a lot of gratitude, you know. And of course, you'll have a lot of goals and plannings for the coming year. That cannot be ruled out, right? So I'll ask my friend to say a few words and then we will go on the topic which has been suggested by all of you. And we have received some questions which we are going to address to the best of our capacity. We will try to address all your questions, all your queries, right? All
Absolutely.
right, over to Nadia to say a quick hello and a quick intro, and then we move on to our topic.
Hello, viewers. Thank you for joining us. Definitely the reason of our conversation here is to have some fun-filled really awesome topics. So we've got some fantastic questions over past 2 to 3 months now, and I think it's been amazing the kind of questions we've been given, and I think we'll do our best really to see as coaches what we can help you maneuver. And if you've got any issues, any questions, you can directly DM myself or Nupur, and we'll definitely do our best to ensure that your issues or things where you're stuck at, you're able to deal in a better way. So yeah,
True
so
and true,
today,
and you can keep sending questions on this live session also while we are talking, like while we are addressing this topic. So let this live be buzzing. Just keep sending questions to us, and we would love to address all your questions. So let me tell you that today's topic is fulfillment. If you remember last week, we were talking about happiness. What is happiness? So today we have moved from happiness to fulfillment. And like happiness, we all have a very different perspective and view, and we give very different meaning to this word called fulfillment. You agree with this, Nadia?
Absolutely, Nupur. Truly. I mean,
Because, yeah, fulfillment means different things to different people. You know, in essence, if you ask me what fulfillment means to me, which I'm sure my friend will ask, Nupur, what do you mean? What does fulfillment mean to you? So for me, it is a feeling of completeness, Uh, when I feel content, like I feel very, very content. So that's fulfillment for me. And it doesn't have to be some super big achievement for me, you know, like as small as like uh, if I have not been able to talk to my daughter for a week and I'm able to do a video chat with her for half an hour, 40 minutes without internet break, that is like extreme happiness and fulfillment for me. So it could be as small or as big. It all depends on you. So it's basically, grasping here and there and basking in it and then taking the good parts and carrying them forward. Whatever you are trying to achieve, carry on with your next journey. So it feels very different when you feel fulfilled. If you ask me, hi Mohan, I see new joinees. Hi Mohan, thank you for joining. So it's a different meaning we give to, and everybody has a different meaning for fulfillment. Like when I feel fulfilled, I carry myself very differently. Like I feel I'm a little inch taller, yeah, holding my head high, and my eyes are bright. I feel connected. So it's all a different feeling for different people. So how does it feel to you, Nadia, when, fulfillment, what does it mean to you, if I may ask? Yeah.
Nupur, you put it so beautifully and aptly said. It means different to everybody. Very true, very diverse. This is such. This is going to be a diverse. It's those little purposes which is very diverse. On very individual level, and being able to attain those little purposes, it means a lot. You know.
True.
So absolutely, for me, being having a fulfillment is something like maybe just going on a walk with my dad, literally,
True.
and
True.
playing a great game with my children, So that it just, the complete joy, and it settles in. So, the base for me, it's like it settles into my memory, and then it populates whenever I wish to. I can pull out that particular affirmation, and that's really fulfilling. That's for me. But very rightly said, Nupur. For every individual, it can be different. Those little purposes for every individual could be different.
Very true, because it all depends on the connotation you give it to. It could be so effortless. We make it into a big thing, you know. Fulfillment means, it doesn't mean getting nirvana, you know. You can get fulfillment in those little things which you do in life. Every day, like whatever goals you have set for the day, and if you achieve, like all your boxes are ticked at the end of the day, and you feel so fulfilled, you feel a sense of achievement,
So
you know.
true.
So it depends from person to person, and like it's unique for every single person. It's very, very different experience, very different meaning to each one of us.
Absolutely.
And also, I personally feel that, it's a feeling when you connect with your inner self with a lot of gratitude and peace.
So
It's a
true.
very different
Yeah.
space which we all must experience, you know.
Yes. And we
It's,
forget. We
yes,
forget to,
most of the time we forget, yeah.
we forget.
Because we are running after so many things which we have uh, created various goals for us, and with all these running around we have made our life very, very complicated and complex, you know. And then at the end of the day we say that we don't feel happy, or I don't feel fulfilled. So some way you have to just look inside yourself and talk to yourself and find out what are the
Yeah.
reasons, why do you feel like this? Because you're not made like this, you know. We all are made to be happy, fulfilled. We make our life very complex and very complicated,
And
right?
just to add a point, yes, absolutely. I mean, this is basically hitting the core, you know. If you, so I
True.
think this is where I think coaching is really helping, you know, people we're dealing with at the moment. I think this really helps when you take them through the process, you know. So
Very true.
you actually understand where you're kind of where is that hollowness, or you know, where are you not fulfilling your inner promises. Because what's important is you might just be happy, you might just be successful, but still you feel, you know, something is missing out. So it's a lot of inner work that you, on an individual level, you've got to work or understand yourself. So I think the reason we are taking out the topic, I think the you know, I think this was last week's questions, and I think we working on this week. But it's very important that we address our those inner questions, and why we, you know, though you're earning well, you're really happy, but why aren't you, you know, why aren't you enjoying that place? What is that particular reason? You really need to work on your inner core, right, Nupur?
Very true. Very true. Very true. And you know, the step to begin this journey, the first step is know yourself. You know, we claim to know everything about ourselves, but we actually don't know.
Yeah.
So that is step one. So get to know yourself, your strengths, weaknesses, likes, dislikes, your inner beliefs, you know,
Yeah.
and so many things that are there. And you know, you, before you realize, you, when you go through the process, you'll be amazed to see that you have been blaming to other people for all your failures, your fears, your whatever problems you've faced in your life. You're always blaming others. But when you go through the process, you realize that all the demon is sitting inside you. It's you who's been standing between your success path. You have been blocking all the. So it's very, very, you know, it's very crucial to take this inward journey.
Yeah.
You know, very,
Also,
very important.
or what happens is, you know, we forget working on our inner goals. You know, as a child, everything happens right from the beginning. Thank you,
Yes,
Ashna. Yes,
Ashna, thank you. Hmm.
yes,
We forget to
everything.
know ourselves. Yes,
Yes, everything has, you know, everything what we are now, it, you know, we basically formed ourselves right from childhood. And gradually, when we don't tend to work on ourselves because of a career, because of our family lives, you know, there's a lot of things, the negative thought, which already, you know, hinders. And then you're not fulfilling, you know, not fulfilling your goals, you're not fulfilling those promises you wanted to for yourself, or for your parent, for your partner, for your child, you know. So all those things, they really build up. So when there's a lot of mountain of it, how are you going to deal it on an individual level? You know, it's difficult to kind of maneuver through that, you know, mountain. But is it possible? Absolutely, it's possible. You know, how do you do it? You get yourself coached. You get yourself coached in ways you know where your strengths are. Are you right? Are you journaling your things? You know, so I think is there work to be done? Yes, a lot of work to be done. And Do you have to do it? Of course, you've got one life. You've got to do that inner work. Nobody's going to do that for you, right?
True.
You need to
Very true.
climb a mountain. Yeah, and you need to fix things for yourself. It's only when you're happy inside you're going to attain those little purposes which you've left behind, as a child,
True.
or as a teenager, as a young
True.
adult. Yeah.
Very true. So we have another question where it is, what is the importance? Why is being fulfilled so important?
Same thing, if you're not going to do that, first of all, you're not going to work on your inner self. Once your inner self is not sorted, how do you think, though you're successful, you're never going to be happy, because those little purposes, those little promises are not justified, right? So
True.
extremely important.
And it's very, very important being fulfilled not only for your physical self, like spiritually, emotionally, intellectually. It's very, very important for you to be fulfilled. Because when you are in that space, when you feel fulfilled, you are able to monitor your emotions in a much, much better way. You have full control of your emotions. When I say emotions, like how you react to a situation, whether you are getting just losing your shirt at a drop of a hat, or any frivolous thing. So you have full control of your emotions. You feel liberated, because there's no one else controlling you,
Absolutely.
right? Your focus and concentration is increased. Obviously, the confidence level is very high when you feel fulfilled. When you feel fulfilled and your confidence level is very high, you feel that you have full control of life, rather than always getting this feeling that life is slipping out of my hand and I'm just a puppet of the situation, right? So there are so many things that you feel like you start accepting yourself as you are, you know, rather than comparing and blaming others and continuously being in that negative state,
Yeah.
right?
Absolutely.
And when you feel all this, when you go through all these emotions, you know what happens? Your life improves tremendously. You'll start noticing your actions and consequences of them.
Absolutely.
Then you will have the ability to choose what's right and good for you. And when you do that, I don't have to say what you achieve and what you feel, right?
Yeah, you can replay your successful moments again and again. Yeah.
Yes, you can. And now, or like a $1 million question that, okay, you guys have spoken so much about what is fulfillment and why it is so important. But the question is, how do we achieve it? How do we reach there? Right? I would like my friend to talk something about it, how to achieve and how to reach there. Yeah? How
That's
to
such.
achieve it. Yeah.
I'll just give few pointers. We've
Mm.
got, from what we coach. First of all, write down those little goals of, your individual goals. Okay. Write down
Yeah.
those little goals, little promises you've made to yourself as a child. It could be, going, just taking your parents for a trip, for example. Yeah. Or it could just be as simple as fulfilling your promises. It could be, maybe you wanted to learn swimming, you wanted to go, bungee jumping. I don't know. It could be anything. It could be fun, it could be intense, it could be emotional. So
True.
try to work on those promises, work on your goals. And how do you do it? Start journaling them. And when you do those little, and it could be the minutest of things, right? It could be just ensuring that you make a meal every Sunday for your parents. It could be, that itself is very fulfilling, right? So
Very true. Very
what
true.
are those
Because,
little.
this is, yeah, Nadia, I completely agree because journaling is so, so important. Very, very important. It really gives you a lot of clarity and perspective.
I think, Nupur, one of the days we should share the kind of things we just a script, how we journal for our clients. So,
Yeah,
you know
sure.
how
Yes,
effective it is. I think,
very
Nupur,
true.
we've got testimonials out there, and you can
Yeah,
see that how powerful they can be just journaling your goals and working towards them, maybe on a weekly
true.
level, on a monthly level. I don't know, however you kind of plan to do it, but start doing that for yourself. Those little goals that you promise, that on a Sunday I'm going to cook a nice meal for my parents or my spouse or my child, don't know, work on those
Very,
little goals
very,
and
very
have.
true. Very true. Yeah. Because when it comes to that hardcore question of how do I achieve that, so my friend, first thing is that you have to ask yourself, who are you? Ask yourself, who am I? It's a very hard question. Where am I, and where do I want to go? Okay, that's very, very important. And trust me, nobody can answer this question for you. Thank you, Velu sir. Thank you for joining. I see you. Thank you. I'm so happy you joined. So it's very important to know where you are and where you want to go. So no coach in the world can tell you. It has to come from you because you know what you want from life. And how did I come here? How did you reach here? Because of who you are.
Yeah.
And there is we have a very strong process and a system to take you through all this. Also, have gratitude wherever you are in life, whatever you're doing. Have a lot of gratitude for whatever you have in life. And what I do, I'll share my personal experience. Like, I love to spend time alone. So spend some time alone. It really does wonders for you. You get a lot of clarity. You feel more productive. Your thoughts are clear. You are more creative. And when you sit alone with yourself, all that anger and negativity which you have for others, it starts melting down. You feel little empathetic for them. You feel that mental strength is coming back to you. And everything comes from clarity and that silence, that quietness where you sit and just take that inward journey, talk to yourself. Like I told you, like it's very little external factors play role. It's all internal. Yeah. And embrace your emotions. Whatever you're feeling, just embrace it. If you're feeling anger, it's fine. If you're feeling like yelling, shouting, or you feel extreme love for someone, please embrace all your emotions. It's very, very important. And if possible, start expressing your emotions. It is very important. What we do is we just keep all our emotions bottled up, which is not very healthy. It is not at all healthy. I'm not saying that from tomorrow start picking up fights with people because she said that go express your emotions, so just start bashing someone. No, but if you feel something, please go ahead and express it. It doesn't harm you. And I'll come back to when I said spend some time with yourself, meditate, you know, just work on your breath. Just see how you're breathing, meditate. It works. It gives you a lot of clarity. Again, it's like sitting with yourself only. Huh? So it's very, very important that you do all these things. And as my friend said, journaling is very, very important. And I always feel it's a tool of self discovery. When you sit down and write, when you write, you're talking to yourself, you're expressing everything which is going inside you. And when you put those thoughts on paper, trust me, it really works. Whether it is your anger, your love, your anything, your frustration, just jot down, write. Get into a habit of journaling every single day. At the end of the day, before you go to bed, just sit down and write how was your day today? Just write 5 points. What I liked, what I didn't like. All those things which troubled me and all those little things which brought little joy for me. Start doing all these things and trust me, it's really going to work. You know,
Yeah.
So, like I said, fulfillment is not achieving nirvana. We all are human beings. We'll make today I'm happy, tomorrow again something will happen, and I'll get into that. I'll hit that rock bottom. So, it be all, but you cannot control yourself. Nobody can tell you not to how to just avoid hitting the rock bottom. But there is a process where you can always try and come out of that. That is very important. That's what you should learn, and that's what you should be very, very mindful of. When you start working on yourself, you will see that you're hitting the rock bottom uh, on a way, not very frequently. And even if you're going there, you're able to pull yourself out, which is very important. That is what life is all about. Because whoever says that from tomorrow you'll have no problems in your life, don't trust that person. Till we are breathing, we'll face a lot of challenges and problems. The only thing is how we get out of it. What do we do? What are the tools we have where we just pull ourselves out and we don't stay in that space for a long time? That is important. That's where, that's where life coaches play a major role in your life, because they are professionally trained people with all the right tools, you know, and they help you get out of it, sail through everything, whatever you're going through, give you strength, give you all that tools through which, if you apply, you start operating at least 90%, 95%, which
Absolutely.
otherwise it's very, very difficult, my friend, trust me.
Because
It's
support
very
plays an
difficult.
important role.
Yes, it's very, very important. So over to Nadia. Nadia, would you like to add something more? Hi,
No, I
Harju. Thank you for joining.
absolutely rightly said.
Shilpa, thank you for joining. I see her after such a long time.
Lovely. For some reason,
Yeah.
if I end up logging off, so I'm not kind of trying to
No,
scroll.
please don't
Yeah,
do that. I don't want to lose you. Yes. So let's
fine. So
carry on. Yeah, please add your
you
views
addressed
on
all the.
this.
And if and really want to tell the viewers out there, if you feel stuck in situations where you've gained good job, you've got success, but still you feel that you're still stuck, I think get yourself. We hear you can send us messages either via Instagram or directly in our WhatsApp. I think most of the we have all our details in our bio. So reach us out and see. We'll do our best what we can, and we have a lot of lovely testimonials from clients how the process has actually helped them. So finding out who you are and get unstuck and feel fulfilled, feel joy, ensure that your those little purposes are fulfilled. Definitely, it's life is short. Don't waste it on being stuck in that same situation for a long time. Yeah, that's about it, Nupur, from my side.
Very, very true. So I think we have, yes, our time is up.
Yeah.
Yes. So thank you, viewers, all those people who joined. And we will see you next Sunday, same time, 8 o'clock. Yeah.
Yeah.
And do send us your questions, your queries, any topic you would like us to address. And we would try our best to address all the questions and all the queries you have. Till then, we'll take leave of you. Take very good care of yourself and see you next Sunday, same time. Thank you so much, Nadia, for joining.
Nupur, thank you, viewers. I
Thank
couldn't see
you.
so, but loved having you all on the chat. Take care. Bye,
Yes.
Nupur.
Thank you. Thanks. Bye.